This is Laces or Faces, an NFL podcast from two dudes who follow Adam Schefter on Twitter.
Hello.
What's good? We decided you guys would want to see our ugly faces.
Now we're out here on the internet.
We're out here on the internet. You see what we look like.
See how this whole podcast thing works.
Joan's going to join us as well. So as you can see, we're going to do a little live recording here.
It's Monday night. We're trying to get some stuff
who plays
done.
tonight?
The Steelers.
The Steelers and the Bucs. So we are live watching the game over here. We will be giving you play-by-play analysis. No, probably not. But
yeah, we are watching the Fitztragic.
Yep. You heard it here first. We're trademarking that. Fitzmagic is running out quickly. I think he's up to 3 picks.
Well, I think he's ran out of assistance. So
yep, 3 picks. And they're down 30-10 right now. So we're calling it Fitztragic is the new Fitzmagic.
So sorry, my eye line won't be where it should be.
Yes. So
but if you're listening,
take a mental image of Woody's beautiful face.
That's all you want.
Yeah, week 3, man. Do not bet on the NFL.
I'd stay far away.
The Vikings had a 17-point spread. That definitely lost money on that. But yeah, it was a pretty calm week. I don't know if you saw any of the roughing the passer calls.
No.
So yeah, probably the biggest takeaway is Clay Matthews. He's kind of the lead, but I feel like it's not just him. There's a lot of players.
What do they say in Batman? You're the villain or you're the hero until what do they say?
I have no idea.
You're the hero until they need a villain, until you become the villain or whatever it is.
Okay, so Clay Matthews is the villain.
You're the hero we always needed.
He's a dirty player.
What is it? I'm looking it up.
Look it up. But yeah, honestly, I'm appalled. A lot of people seem to be. As far as the Packers go, I think our defense still sucks. But maybe the Redskins are good. Adrian Peterson ran all over us yesterday. So me and Woody have officially decided after this Steelers game, we're going to boycott the NFL and become full-on XFL guys. So next week we'll be starting an XFL podcast.
And we'll be kneeling the entire time.
Exactly. I mean, it is out of control, man.
It's the week of the ACL tear.
It is. Sure. It is. Obviously, Garoppolo got nailed.
Rest in peace.
A Dolphins player, this is what the coach said, and he said trying to avoid this roughing the passer call is when he tore his ACL. It kind of like rolled over.
Yeah, William Hayes, was that who it was?
Yeah, William Hayes, and then there was a Bengals offensive lineman yesterday that tore their ACL. We're up to 35 ACL tears this season, week 3. So
I wish I understood exactly everything about an ACL tear so I could
the ACL is behind the knee, right?
I don't know.
I don't either.
It's by your knee. It's around.
I know there's an ACL and an MCL. We're not doctors. We're just 2 dudes.
2 guys with microphones.
But yeah, I have a conspiracy theory, but it's not really a theory, that the NFL, because of the Rodgers collarbone hit last year, they say lost ratings, not because of Trump controlling the weather, because we determined that in week 1 or 2. But yeah, I think they're scared to lose TV ratings if a big time quarterback goes down the whole season again.
Right, and some things going on with the NFL PR because none of us have seen Roger Goodell. Have you seen Roger Goodell? Because I haven't seen him.
You're seriously though, I have not seen him once, like in a presser or anything.
They haven't even shown him in a game. There's just no. It's all about the refs this year.
It's all about.
Last year was Roger v. Jerry Jones, but maybe we're just too early in the season to find out.
I think what
that's going to be.
Yes, I think they took a note after last year's kneeling issues and just said, "We're just leaving.
Let's just stay out.
Stay out."
You know what? White men can get away with is just hiding,
not being in the news.
Yeah.
Yeah. So interesting stats. You're probably not surprised at all by this. 29 roughing the passer so far this year. So that's at least 4. More in this game, right?
There's 4 in this game, and we might have just seen 1.
Yeah,
there. So
I hate this. So yeah, at this rate, it's 11.666666734 calls per week. That's a direct stat.
And those .666s add up. So
they do.
If you make a program that chunks that into a spreadsheet, that'll add
roughing
up to a
passer.
couple. Almost another interception.
That would have been 4. He would have been.
That would have been the Fitzmagic number.
Can Deshaun? Not Deshaun. What's his
Jackson?
Name? Can Jameis Winston play, or is he?
I think he can play.
Okay, we're gonna be seeing him soon.
Yeah. Brought to you by Uber.
Yes. So yeah, that's at this rate we're on pace for 192 roughing the passer calls this year
That's not that many.
compared to last year.
107 last
the
year.
whole
That's
year.
it.
So we're definitely going to pass that mark, maybe even like halfway through the season. It's terrible.
On to the most surprising
Yeah,
stuff of the weekend.
It was a weird week for football, I feel like. The Bills obliterated the Vikings.
And the Vikings were like, you know what? We're just going to pull Avonte Davis ourselves, and we're just not going to do the rest of the game.
Rest of the game. They're not. They just.
I would have said they quit at halftime, but I think they quit before halftime.
I was gonna say I don't think they showed up
first quarter.
They were worse than the Vols. But the
Also,
Bills.
rest in peace.
The Bills Twitter. They had probably the GOAT post of the weekend. They posted a video of like their airplane leaving Buffalo to go to Wisconsin to play the Vikings. They didn't know where Minnesota was.
Maybe it's just the like not knowing what you're doing is better than like preparing for a game.
That helps. I mean, they didn't need to because Josh Allen took over, hurdled the dude. But we wanted,
I didn't see that. Is that what happened?
Well, you'll hear later from Romo exactly what happened. But we wanted to do an MVP Bills Mafia guy of the week.
So we're starting a new little segment. So this guy wins this week.
He by far.
Hope this week we get a win. We get a win. Going up to play against Minnesota. Allen's gonna get it done. He'll get
This
it
guy
done.
is such a tool.
Give him just a little more time to throw it. Vontae Davis quit. What? Now it's next man up. So we go. With
How many times did he rehearse this?
I've heard this like 14, 15 times.
Minnesota.
Crushed it, dude.
Don't you wish you were in that bar? That looks awesome.
More than anything.
I don't know who. Do you think his wife filmed this?
I think he just set the camera up.
Probably. He's probably
somewhere.
one of those that he set up because
it didn't
dear
move.
God, if you're watching this, Catherine, don't ever let me do anything like this.
The Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, so he's gonna win this week. There's quite a few contestants. The Bills Mafia never disappoints.
Nope.
So each week, send them in if you're in the Bills Mafia.
Or I'm just going to search the hashtag and find you anyway.
Yep, and probably mostly PG-13 rated because
Mostly.
yeah. Check our Yelp for the.
Now that they're winning,
X-rated
they're
stuff.
probably going to be,
Yeah, some other surprises this week. Good defenses this year. Top 5 defenses.
the Bears.
The Bears.
All right, it's also only week 3, so.
I know it's so hard not to overreact to all this stuff. But the Browns and the Bears defenses are both in the top 5.
Top 5.
Top 5. Khalil Mack. I don't know if you've heard of him. John Gruden. He forced another fumble. Had 2 sacks. So
One of the greatest decisions he's ever made.
yes, he's pass rusher woes continue. The Raiders are struggling too because they've led all the way up to the third quarter, right? Every game.
Yeah, and every game they've been in, they were leading,
and then
and they lose in the fourth
they're
quarter.
0-3. So sorry, Gruden, we love you still.
Worth $100 million.
My take, when the Packers, disintegrate as the season continues, our defense still sucks. I'm gonna buy a Baker Mayfield jersey. I'm all in, dude. Did you see that? He came in the game and took over.
I'm kind of wondering about the injury. How serious was Tyrod hurt?
He was fine.
That's
no
what I
question.
It didn't look that bad, but I'm not a football player.
To me,
so.
I'm not a football player. I'm not tough. I would pray that they'd call roughing the passer if I was quarterback all the time. But to me, if you walk off like that, holding your helmet, just kind of like shrug look on your face, you're good.
Hugh Jackson was like, "It's time.
Yeah, he was ready. He was
Guys,
ready.
let's do it."
And his hot news take was, "Well, I got to watch the film." You would get fired. He knew he'd get fired.
He gave them the weekend off for winning a single game.
Because he's gonna keep his job for at least another season now.
As long as he's a player's coach, right?
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah. The Arizona tried to pull a Browns Baker come back, whatever you want to call it.
Do you think a guy from upstairs was like, hey, you got to put him in now?
You got to put him in?
You saw what happened Thursday night.
Oh
Also, probably, what if they're the team again for All or Nothing? So they're like,
my God,
hey,
they're so boring.
this would be better for our story, please. Put Josh Rosen in.
He came in. I don't know when he came in, but he went 4 for 7.
It was right at the end. It was like they were trying to win the game. He would have got the winning
And he
drive.
threw a pick.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but Arizona is one of the most boring teams to me.
They are.
Okay. they just like Sam Bradford was not gonna like fix your
Larry
program.
Fitzgerald is the only thing that's exciting about them. Also David Johnson, but he's really kind of not giving me much on.
He doesn't need
fantasy
offense.
lately.
He needs offensive line.
Yeah.
Another big surpriser we all saw last night: Belichick walking out in the cutoff hoodie. Everyone got excited. I saw someone say Pats by 90.
I never rooted harder for the Detroit Lions.
Trust
in my
me.
entire
Me
life.
either. They're struggling again. It's week 3, overreaction, but
It's not cold yet.
it's not cold
Tom's
yet.
not good with
it's
the heat.
not. His leg warmers aren't doing anything.
And his favorite Puma about to come out there, Edelman.
Yep, he'll be back, and
I don't buy the hype that they're imploding.
you don't.
I want it to be real, but I don't.
I do
believe it.
too. I'm hard cheering against them. Lombardi, one of our favorite dudes, Mike Lombardi, says
Real football guy.
Yeah, they don't have enough to fix it this year. We'll see. I did love seeing Matt Patricia. Was it you posted the side by side of him?
Oh, I didn't put no.
I saw him next to Justin Verlander, the Detroit pitcher, and their form was very close. He ripped that flag. I don't even know.
He used the flick of the wrist, which is important.
Yep.
Better than that toss that Bill did last year that just like landed right in front of him.
We're a pro anti Patriots podcast.
Sorry.
Yep. So we're hoping for a pass demise. We'll see.
Speaking of Pat.
Speaking of Pat,
Patrick
Mahomes. I was Googling him earlier, and his dad goes by Pat. He was a
Twins
baseball player, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
See, it's just not even fair. Like, my kid has no chance. He's going to be like a freaking computer nerd, and then yours is going to be.
I don't know what mine's going to do.
So maybe we're not going to have kids in the NFL. But Patrick Mahomes beat the Chargers. He beat the Steelers. Although you said your secondary sucks,
garbage.
like the Packers. They play the Niners, who we know suck. The schedule's been pretty easy. So, like, I don't know if I'm all in on the gunslinger Patrick Mahomes hype.
Well, he's got like 17 touchdowns in 3 weeks.
I mean, he does rip that ball, but like, I don't know. We'll see.
But he's cheating
Yes.
because he has a photographic memory.
Woody did some brain scans on him and found out he has a photographic memory.
Big deep ball. Oh, it's out of bounds. Sorry.
Oh, to Antonio Brown.
Yeah. He's trying to get that ball.
Sorry,
Anyhow,
Taylor. I'm beating you in fantasy now.
Back onto Kansas City. Yeah, I looked up some local Kansas City articles and
So
found
not
that
biased.
no. So found that he has a significant photographic memory, which means he can recall film when he sees a defensive line like a setup.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So okay.
So he can just reach back into his brain and be like, "Oh, okay, I know what's happening."
I don't even know football.
Yeah, he's like Rain Man.
Okay. Wow.
He's cover 2 with that guy.
Rain Man Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
That's his new nickname.
I don't know if that works, but whatever.
Yeah. So that game was pretty serious because Garoppolo, he added to ACL numbers. He says he was inches from the sideline and he got shoved by Justin Houston.
No, he was trying to stay in.
He was trying to
get in the end zone.
which is stupid.
It's stupid. I saw it live and I was like, "Oh, that guy's dead."
Yeah. Justin Houston did not feel bad. He said that was his fault. I pray he's not hurt. Nothing serious. But
Good. Bless his heart is what that's.
Hashtag bless his
basically.
heart. But as a quarterback, you should step out of bounds. It was only an inch. The inch wouldn't have made a difference. You got the yards you need.
That's
You
what
step
she
out of
said.
bounds. Got to be smart. I have to agree with Justin Houston. He's probably just hoping to get a roughing the passer call. But who are the Niners going to call?
I don't know. This is going to be the hot news for the next couple weeks.
There's that one quarterback, Capper.
I think
Capers.
he's with the
Capers.
Nike team now.
It's
though.
Dom. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Capper Nike.
He's taken. I would
taken.
love if Jay Cutler came back.
Anything. If he would just like pull out a cigarette, throw it down on the ground, and be like, "All right, I'm in."
They have to do that. I know he doesn't give a crap about his TV show with his wife.
But didn't Troy Aikman say that he thought he could still play?
Yeah, he said, I think it was like, I'm more worried about the hits, or maybe, I don't know who said that, but he said, if I didn't get hit, I could still play.
I would battle of the quarterbacks that are now in the broadcast booth.
Who would you?
Romo, V. Aikman.
Romo, Aikman, or who else is it?
Romo, Aikman, Jay Cutler. There's probably a couple other ones, but these guys could be active.
Who would you want, Romo? He's probably the most closest to being in shape.
I'm not sure, Dibs.
I know. I would miss that every week. Not.
I don't know. I can't stand Troy Aikman, so to get him out of the booth, yeah.
That's true. That's true.
That.
The other somewhat surprising, the Colts kind of held the Eagles to a close game. They ended up winning, but they barely beat them.
It came down to the very end.
Yep.
But Carson Wentz got his way back into the game.
Crowd favorite.
Which I thought was kind of interesting that, like, he just got cleared to, like, practice, I thought.
Well, yeah.
So they're like, all right, throw him in.
I know, poor Foles. He just wants a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did find out some hidden advertising.
Right, we talked about a couple weeks ago about the green zone, how it's going to definitely become an advertisement. But Carson Wentz is
sponsoring audibles.
Let's go on. Fork truck.
You know,
this week's Audible is brought to you by Ford Truck. Ford Truck Month.
You know, Chevy's already calling every quarterback.
What the heck?
Yeah, and then everyone else's Philadelphia's favorite boy, Jason Kelsey.
Is he your favorite or is Hogan your favorite? I think Chris Hogan's probably my favorite. Or not Chris Hogan.
Chris Long.
Chris Long. Chris Hogan, Chris Long. They actually kind of look alike because Chris Hogan does the
weird
cross,
thing.
Cross blacks, and then Hogan just goes straight.
You're right.
I'm not crazy.
I'm not an Eagles fan, but Jason Kelsey had some interesting things to say about the quarterback's hands.
Very intimate.
I don't know what's...
Foles has a very large hand, and he applies a lot of pressure. So I feel that.
Dan Patrick's laugh
it's
is
very
the best.
intimidating feeling a little bit. Carson has a much softer hands, but they're very affirmative. You know, I think that he's a very A-type personality, controlling type guy, which is an awesome attribute to have in a quarterback.
Nice
but
catch.
I think that his are almost back there where you can barely feel them.
That's what she said.
Wow. Jason Kelsey, thank you.
You the best. But the big news about this game is Hail Mary Gate.
Hail Mary Gate. Luck can't throw the ball. Well, first of all, Barnett sacked him in the game, and he avoided the roughing the passer. He just
pushed it. I mean, he didn't really catch him. He just kind of fell
down. But they were worried that Luck couldn't throw a Hail Mary, so they brought in Jacoby Brissett.
I know, and I just love how nice guy Andy Luck is.
He is the nicest, dude.
It took me a second to figure out what was going on, but I support the decision 100%. Jacoby made a heck of a throw.
Good guy.
Bought some time and got the ball there. So Jacoby has a stronger arm than I do. I mean, that's sort of what I see in practice. And you can ask, the coach. Obviously, Coach Wright obviously thinks that as well. And I'll keep working on getting my arm to where maybe it can hit a 80-yard throw from the -30. But no, I think it was no qualms with that decision.
God, he is so nice.
Nervous laughter is my favorite. Also,
so
Chris
nice.
Boswell just missed another field goal. I'm glad we paid you
Cakergate.
$14 million.
Get rid of him.
What a joke. Anywho.
Another favorite segment of the week.
Announcer fails.
Give credit to the announcer fails.
I don't know if these are fails. These are just like what we found out. Because stuff announcer says comes out on Tuesdays and it's Monday.
Don't give away our source, dude.
You're right. I'll cut this out.
Good Al. He's probably my favorite in the booth right now, Al Michaels, but this is just too...
I think he's doing this stuff on purpose.
I think he's old and stinking it in.
Yeah, because he's bored.
Now we'll check it from behind.
Woodie, listen.
Nice hole.
Johnson. Yeah, innuendos all over the place there.
Crushed it, Al.
And then, I mean, of course, he's going to be on it every week.
Tony.
Well, here we go. Now it gets nervous energy. Do they score or do they not score today?
That's what football
Let's
is.
see how this plays out, everyone. Don't leave your telecast yet.
I haven't heard telecast in 30
You're a good
years.
salesman.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know either.
Condescending
Tony.
Jim. You're a good salesman. And then it's going to be tough to win. Make sure you check our Twitter for the poll. It won't be there. Tony is in third place for this one as well.
I mean, Josh Allen, this was the play of the week, so.
What's this? This is a freak play.
Oh, no,
No way.
What is an all-loogie?
It's all loogie or boogie. He might be just saying, oh, okay.
Let's see if we can get it again. I want to hear it one more time.
Oh, no way.
No way. Okay.
I love you, Tony.
This is the internet.
Not really. I hate you, but As we announced last week, we are also going to be taking the #1 spot on iTunes Trademark Podcast.
Welcome to Tradecast.
We have all the hot-hitting trademark news for the NFL each week.
Patents.
This week it comes from your local Titans, Adore Jackson. Sent in from a big fan of the show.
Dad Bodzak.
Dad Bodzak, Easterwood. Just welcome the new baby who's already signed to the Titans. But he let us on this one. You want to read it for us, Woody? You have a better voice.
Sure. We have a little motto that we go by. Something our secondary coach, Kevin Coombs, always says. It's MMCNB. And it stands for My Man Catch No Balls.
No, he don't.
And this offseason, when we came back from OTAs, Logan showed up with T-shirts for all of us and said MMCNB. Like he went and got the slogan patented or trademarked or whatever.
Is that what he sounds like?
It's exactly what he sounds like.
My Man Catch No Balls. Your trademark podcast.
I kind of like it, but
I kind of do.
The acronym's doesn't look good.
I feel like it should be Your Man's Catch No Balls. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just too long.
Anyway.
Yeah, so next week we'll try and find another trademark or send us one.
And this was one of those things that like came up of the water cooler. I got a text, but it was like the digital water cooler over our group text.
Right.
So like in some real life water cooler moments, I was talking with Fast Bobby earlier today, and we were talking about all these holdouts. And
Yep. I don't know if you're aware, Le'Veon Bell hasn't come back yet.
I've heard that.
I saw he talked to the Jets today, or they were.
No, the Jets tried to talk to us, but there's nothing worth anything. Who do we want from the Jets?
So they're like, you're not. They were like, are you talking to Mary? And they're like, yeah, I'm talking to Mary. And then you asked Mary, and they were like, no, I don't know who that is. You guys, Sam Darnold could take over Big Ben.
That's true. Real invest in the future.
I don't know. You're right. Who would you want?
Nobody. I get it. I'm not a football player, but like you're
a flag football player.
If that's true. If I called my boss and was like, hey, if you don't give me a raise, I'm just not coming in. I know I've got some deadlines to get finished, but I'm just not coming in.
I'm pretty sure he would just like, well, I don't know your boss, but he'd probably, okay, well, we're hiring a new video guy.
No, I mean, it's a competitive market, and I'm one of the top.
There's only a few of you in Nashville.
Right.
Maybe if we were like amazing pass rushers, we could do this, but
until then,
we do have a surprise for you this week.
Yeah, it's called 3 Questions with a Celebrity. So 1 second, and I'm going to bring in Adam Sandler. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Adam Sandler to the podcast.
Hey.
Man, I love all your movies. I'm such a big fan.
Oh, thank you.
So I've got 3 questions for you. Okay. Just try to make. I know you've got a lot of movies to put out on Netflix. You don't have a lot of time here, so I'm just gonna get to the punch. Who is better, Josh Allen or Baker Mayfield?
Josh Allen is like shampoo, and Baker is like conditioner. Conditioner is silky and smooth, and he makes your team good.
So Baker Mayfield, wow, big Baker Mayfield guy, huh?
Oh, you know it.
Yeah. Will Clay Matthews retire after this year?
He does say the NFL is getting soft, so I could see him taking a knee after the season.
Wow, Adam, I didn't know you were so New York. What's your favorite Fitzmagic trick?
Probably when he disappears and never comes back.
All right, I think that's it for this week. Diz, where can they find us on the internet?
I thought I was going to come back in. Okay. On the internet, we are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Yelp,
LinkedIn,
Hows.com, LinkedIn. We're working on getting a Google Plus page, but I think they took those down. But yeah, find us there. Make sure you follow Ali Surface on Instagram. Woody posts #content all the time. As you know, we're now a video cast. We're on YouTube TV. We're on Instagram TV. We're on Facebook Watch. And we're talking with Bleacher Report and possibly the NFL Network. So
and I think they only need us because of our one connection that we have.
Yes. I talked to Jeff, told him about the video stuff. He was very excited. He didn't like the idea of a podcast. He wanted the screen time because he's kind of, cocky like that. But
we told him he had to shave his mustache.
We told him he had to shave his mustache. And we said, we got a video. We already have tons of subscribers. And he was interested. So Now that we're doing video, I think we're going to be able to get him on. So please tune in next week. We'll definitely get you that Jeff Fisher interview we've been promising. Love you guys.
And send us a check in the mail. That's how we'll get Jeff Fisher here.
Yep. Venmo me at... And we'll see you next week.
Bye.